Of America's many natural wonders, its western mountain ranges are some of the most punishing places to live on Earth. Brutal cold, searing sun, thin air, and toxic gases. Everything up here lives on the razor's edge. A pristine mountain range, like the Cascades of the Pacific Northwest, have a violent past and an uncertain future. They stretch from Northern California to Canada. Among its peaks lay 13 major volcanoes. Of these, 7 have erupted in the past 300 years. All of the recent eruptions in the lower 48 have been from Cascade volcanoes. Life doesn't always return so easily. California's Lava Beds National Monument sits in the southern tip of the Cascade Range. Inactive for nearly 1,000 years. Seemingly barren rivers of solidified lava hide a network of massive underground tunnels. More than 700 twisting, turning caves in this one area alone. They average 55 degrees year-round, with reliable pools of fresh water. That makes these lava tubes the perfect pit stop for thirsty mammals who relish the darkness. When night falls, in they come. This is a Townsend's big-eared bat. He's left his daytime roost to drop in for a quick drink. And he has plenty of friends that follow. Infrared cameras allow us to see this action. But these bats are flying in complete darkness. They navigate with echolocation that works like radar. Their signals are too high-pitched for a human to hear. But for the bats, they are so loud that they close their ears just before chirping, only opening them again to detect the return signal. It's so accurate, it allows them to home in on a moth in midair. Tonight, some of these bats will eat their own body weight in insects. It's thirsty work. The lava tubes are a quiet retreat for parched visitors. They are also reminders of how volatile the Cascades can be. Today, These smoldering giants still hold devastating power within their jagged peaks. Look no further than Washington's famous fire breather. Mount St. Helens is best remembered for its massive eruption in 1980. That's when she blew her top clean off. 1,300 feet of height. Gone. The blast reached speeds of more than 600 miles per hour, leveling 230 square miles of lush forest. Now, some 4 decades after the Mount St. Helens eruption, there's regrowth on an epic scale. And where wildflowers bloom, critters come a-knockin'. At 14,410 feet, Washington's Mount Rainier stands out in the crowd. It's the highest mountain of the Cascades, the 5th tallest peak in the lower 48. Ice-cold streams course down her sides. These cascading waterfalls give the range its name. Some of this water comes straight from the melting glaciers. Here on the Cascades' west side, the snowmelt that pours into streams and lakes keeps the rich volcanic soil moist. This area would be brimming with prairie grass and wildflowers, except for one thing: rabbits. By the thousands. European rabbits were brought here in the 1800s and have turned the land underfoot into Swiss cheese. In this one area alone, they've dug more than 300 feet of tunnels with more than 50 separate entrances. They'd be even more out of control if it weren't for their native nemesis, the fox. These are called red foxes, but they can be any color from orange to black. What unifies them is a white tip on the end of their tails and their taste for rabbit. The foxes take some tunnels for their own and look out for easy meals. The living is good here under the high Cascades, and that means kits. It's early spring, and this one is less than 2 months old. He still needs mom for milk and fun. It's a game every mother knows. It's called nag. You win when mom starts paying attention. Of course, there's no winning for Mom. She has more than one kid to keep happy, including a one-eyed runt. She'll baby him for now, but just like the others, he still has to learn to get by. And that starts with play fighting. Not just with Mom, but with each other. The skills they learn here will soon help them make their first kill. All the rabbits can do is look on. While the kids practice, Mom ventures out for the real thing. Bunnies beware. Death in the Cascades is just a burrow away. This red fox mom has got a knack for hunting beneath Washington's Cascade Mountains. Specialized ears allow her to home in on the low-frequency sounds of underground scurrying. With a little concentration, she can pinpoint just the right spot. She has a couple of weeks left until her kits will accompany her on the hunts. Until then, she brings home as many rabbits as she can catch. The kits grow on the flesh and play with the rest. Smelling, pouncing, tracking. By the time summer ends, they'll be hunting for themselves. Some foxes venture farther up the slopes of the mighty Cascades. But that's only for the strongest and hardiest of creatures. The Cascade Range may have fire within, but up top, it's one of America's greatest snowmakers. The volcanic mountains run close and parallel to the Pacific Ocean, and its towering peaks trap most of the Pacific's incoming moisture. Up high, that water turns to snow, with astonishing results. Volcanoes caked in snow. Just because you're hot stuff underneath doesn't mean you can't have a chilly exterior. And that's just the way one elusive mammal likes it. The American pine marten may look a little foxy, but it's more like a mini Wolverine. And snow makes their day. In it, they're fast, agile. These winter weasels freely hop around their range, which may be as big as 12 square miles. This female is her own lookout, totally comfortable standing on two legs. Her long, thin body is not the best at holding heat. So if bounding above the snow gets too much, she has shelter below. Tunnels, an out-of-sight labyrinth, and a hollowed log to call home. The marten is impressive on the ground, but that's the least of it. The volcanoes of Washington support thick forests. Most of the life here is above ground. The marten has adapted. She's a tree climbing specialist. Her semi-retractable claws extend for grip. The canopy is her hunting ground. Birds, eggs, insects, and other mammals. No squirrel is safe. She has it cornered. A dead tree stripped of bark and slippery is barely an obstacle. Not even a squirrel can hide for long. All it takes is a little patience. You'd think winter would be a good time to escape the mountains. Head south for some sun. But the marten has a stealthy companion up here. There's a phantom in these woods. For him, this is a warmer area. Washington's Cascade Mountains are the southern part of the range for the Canadian lynx. He crosses the border whenever he likes. No visa required. He's completely at home in the deep snow. His wide, furry paws act like snowshoes. They quietly distribute his weight to keep him on top of the deep white powder. Many believe those ear tufts amplify the sound of potential prey. It's patient work. His main prey is hard to find. Snowshoe hares also have oversized feet for managing snow. And an all-white winter coat. It's the rabbit's perfect camouflage for this season. A big winter storm descends upon America's Rocky Mountains. Just like that, a blanket of white makes living here that much harder. All that's left to eat is frozen food. But the Berry Bistro remains open for business. Its fruits are more precious than ever. bare essentials. It's still early winter, so the race is on to feed and convert these carbs into fat. Black bears can eat 20,000 calories and gain 5 pounds in a single day. Sooner or later, there's a little berry that's one too many. Finally, he must move on and find a cozy den for a long nap. Five months of hibernation eat away up to 40% of a bear's body weight. As winter buries the southern slopes of the Rockies under 50 feet or more of snow. The Rockies stretch 3,000 miles from Canada to New Mexico. It is the backbone of America. But it's Colorado that's known as the home of the Rockies. From Rocky Mountain National Park, just over 50 miles northwest of Denver, and down south to the great sand dunes of the San Luis Valley the mountains shaped. Colorado is the U.S. state with the highest mean elevation, making winter months here particularly brutal. Some shelter in the trees. Up in a pine, this white-tailed ptarmigan nibbles on needles. It's an elusive bird that will mess with the chilled winds of a Rockies winter. But this one has special abilities. By mid-December, she transforms herself from this to this. She is an ice queen. This camouflage is designed to keep her safe. But there are some keen eyes up here. Mountain lions are expert climbers. They don't have dens, so a branch is as good a place to hang out as any. She gets the lay of the land. And sits like a coiled spring, ready to launch an ambush attack on any passing prey. She is an expert in stealth, patience, and death. For even the stealthiest of hunters, pickings in Colorado's Rocky Mountains can be slim. No catch for this mountain lion all morning. It's time for Plan B. Her range can be as much as 200 square miles, smaller than some males, but still a lot to cover. She uses her terrain to hunt for a hefty feed. If not a bighorn sheep, then a deer or elk. But she has a backup plan. She hits up a stash from a previous kill. One of several she keeps handy. When she first got this kill, she ate as much as 10 pounds in a single day. The Rockies provided a well-chilled freezer for storage. But now, weeks later, other birds and animals have had to go. Outside and in. What's left would barely feed a rodent. She has no choice but to move on. Winter is mean and lean. Up high, it's April before there's relief. Soon after, each Rocky Mountain becomes a runaway bride. They lift veils of white and send spring snowmelt running down the aisles. Icy water flows all the way down to their cold feet. For one creature here, the very sound of this flowing water seems to trigger an impulse. It's like a reflex action. Even an audio recording of a running stream can set a beaver a-building. This big male starts with the small stuff, but don't let that fool you. He works about a 12-hour day, beginning in the late afternoon. Bit by bit, he builds his own mountain. For beavers, this is all about safety. He knows he's protected from predators when in the water. A good dam enlarges his safety zone and gives him access to more trees. Wood he needs for construction and for food. He is a provider and must think ahead. His family will soon grow. They're safest among the trees. The forest provides more cover than can be found farther down the slopes. Just below is where the Rockies create an entirely different world. Anywhere else, the Rockies' eastern foothills would transition straight to flat grasslands. But here in Colorado's San Luis Valley, they drop into something else. Sand. Lots of it. The highest sand dunes in North America. The 30 square miles of dunes would look more at home by the beach or in the Middle East. In summer, the sand can heat up to 150 degrees. Too hot for most life. Unless you come with your own set of stilts. The great sand dune tiger beetle lives here and nowhere else on the planet. He's elevated just enough from the scorching sand below. And built to dash and dart about the dunes in search of insects. He's a bejeweled Bedouin. But that hasn't always been the case. As a kid, he definitely went through a homely stage. Nearby, a great sand dune tiger beetle is still in its larva stage. No long legs yet. No dazzling green. But don't underestimate this baby beetle. It already knows how to dole out death. It digs a snug burrow, a perfect cylinder. When it gets too hot, it'll cap it with a lid. But not yet. First, it wants to trap a victim. The larva anchors himself inside with two protruding hooks. Sits with just his eyes at the surface. And waits. Then, when the time is right, fast food doesn't come much faster. It may stay here for a year, taking down passing ants and preparing for a transition into beetlehood. Unless, of course, Colorado's Rockies make other plans. The Rockies are responsible for these dunes, but they also water them. That seasonal snowmelt from the slopes makes it all the way to Desert Central. It's unpredictable and sudden. Not so good for burrowing beetles. The water swirls around the dunes. then drains into the plains and valleys of the Rockies. A giant wetland the size of 11,000 football fields is created. And every spring, this basin becomes a Super Bowl. The players it attracts have some extraordinary moves. The Monte Vista Wildlife Refuge in the middle of the valley is a favorite migration rest stop for sandhill cranes. They trickle in at first. Then, a deluge. These birds average 4 feet high, with a wingspan of more than 6 feet. More than 23,000 take over the valley. It's something they've been doing for millions of years. And why not? This marsh has plenty to offer. Fresh water and loads of seeds and insects to dine on. While they're here, they have some serious business to do. Any single sandhill crane that's between 2 and 7 years old is looking for a mate. Problem is, how does one stand out in a crowd like this? The answer? Duke it out on the dance floor. You just need some fancy footwork, a flirty flap, and the right flair. It's high-stakes choreography. When you're picking a mate for life, you want to get it right. Two lovers lock eyes and take center stage. It's a dance that dazzles the crowd. The aim is to get in sync with your partner. No missteps. It was meant to be. You may kiss the bride. Now bonded in the shadow of the Rockies, they're ready to continue north, where they'll work together to build a nest. Soon they'll have 2 eggs. A month after that, chicks. And in the fall, they'll pass back through the San Luis Valley with the whole family and take in their bird's eye view. They're one of the few creatures to get the full picture. They see the Rocky Mountains from top to bottom. Only one other animal in the Rockies comes close to reaching their heights. And it is the undisputed king of the mountain, the bighorn sheep. Fall chills the peaks, and the sheep move down the mountain to hide among the trees. Here, they must contend with predators and each other. The first snow triggers the rut, when males fight for females. A large alpha male stands out, the heavyweight champ. But Rocky has challengers. Stand back. "30-pound horns collide at speeds of 20 miles per hour. Backed by a 300-pound body. There's enough power here to crack a young skull. But the older champ is well built for the battering. He has a fully formed double-layered skull with enlarged sinuses to cushion his brain from the blows. It's non-stop boxing. More a match of endurance. Each round may only be 5 hits across an hour, but they might go at it for 25 rounds. The older male proves once again that he's the king of the ring. And he's not done. He humiliates the loser with a show of dominance. A soft kick, as he would give one of his cows. Then, an attempt to mount. The spurned male won't go far. He still needs the safety of numbers to protect him from predators. He's just got to suck it up. That's part of being raised up here in the Rockies.